spot for activities right there. All right, we'll start on the pool side. Now we got our equipment set. We got Winkler Plus unions. Okay, so these are going to be your 2-inch adapters. These are what come standard with the filter. Right, we'll go ahead and get this in here. This is going to be our outlet, and then the top one's going to be our inlet. So we're going to start at this side and then work our way down. So right now what we want to do is we want to make our connection from the outlet to the outlet. Probably going to bring this up to 2-inch all the way. So we'll put our 3/4 inch ball valve on. We'll put our 2-inch two-way on there with the reducer bushing in there, and then we'll bring it up 2-inch. All right, so first we'll glue it into here. So we can go ahead and primer up our pipe. I do both male and female ends, even if it's brand new. Some people will tell you it doesn't matter because it's brand new, you don't have to primer it. I always primer both ends of everything that I'm doing. A lot of people hate on the blue glue. I personally like it just because I can start the system up and run it right away. I don't gotta wait too terribly long for it to cure. You just put a generous amount on both ends. Whenever you push it in, you want to make sure that you hold it there for a minute, because otherwise you get some push out. So if you let go of it too soon, it'll kick back out, and then that changes up the whole way. So if you had everything pre-cut and you're going to make your glue joints and that pushed out like 1/4 of an inch, that's going to throw off your entire manifold. And you're going to be like, oh man, what happened? It was all perfect. Now what am I going to do? So now we're going to kind of just judge where we're going to have our valve at. We do have movement in the filter, so we don't have to be exact with this, but basically I'm lining it up with the aerator line and the return line. Right. And then we know that we need to come in like about 1 inch, 1.25 into the pipe. So I'm going to line up my saw blade with the inlet of that, so about right there. And I won't glue this one yet. This I'll wait till I get these glued, right, and then I can bring the filter, move it back out, and then back into place. There's that. Now we'll line up our 1.5 returns. Sometimes you'll get the stubborn taint that won't come off with just the primer. So you'll take a little bit of the hot glue, go around it, let it sit for a few minutes. A little bit. That one's not going to come off all the way, but we should have a good enough layer off of it to get a good bond. So when we push the fitting down, it's going to scrape the pipe too. Just mount on both ends. Push down, do a little 1/4 twist when you can. It's not crucial, but if you can get some movement on it, it's always nice because it spreads the glue a little even. Now we'll go up with some 1.5 inches. Even though we're painting the pipes, I always like to clean up my glue joints, just have it. Now, whenever you're bringing this up, you want to make sure that you got your valve nice and level where you want it. That looks pretty damn straight to me. Yep. Now, whenever you're making your connections with 90s, you want basically your ends to meet up like that. So right here, I'm gonna have to account for the little bit of a step up for the 2.5 inch reducer bushing. So basically what I'm gonna do, so I'm just going to come right up to the lip of that. So like right there. Now we'll take our reducer bushing. This generously. Like that. For all practical purposes, we're going to use a street 90 on here. A lot of people hate on street 90s. I don't think it impedes it that much, and it's only going to be one, so we're not going to really end the world with using a street 90 right there. We're going to get our reducer bushing. We're going to come back to do the aerator line though, because I do have to go pick up some 3/4 inch plumbing. So we'll make one solid connection there real quick. I'll set it on the pipe just for a second, just to get my turn perfect where I want it. Reducer bushing in on this side. like that, get the O-ring on there, get that in there. We'll grab a small pipe. There you go. Bang. Let's go ahead and glue that into the valve. So primer, glue, and then we'll pull it right in.